first time the lights went out, I thought it was just a game. But the minutes turned into hours. That night, I learned something. Energy isn't a right, it's a privilege sold at a price. The blackout wasn't a failure. It was the system working exactly as designed. Centralized energy consolidates both political and economic power in the hands of a few corporations or state entities. These entities decide how energy is produced, distributed, and priced. Entire populations become vulnerable to monopolies, price manipulation, and geopolitical conflicts. The ASEAN-powered grid vision is a cross-border, interconnected energy market designed for efficiency and economic growth. Its net zero ambitions has led to the integration of renewables such as hydropower that dominates this transition, but who controls this transition and who pays for its ecological and social costs? Several Southeast Asian countries are generating excess hydropower energy for export. However, large-scale hydro projects often disrupt local ecosystems, displace communities, and alter natural water cycles. Decentralized renewable energy shifts power generation from centralized plants to localized systems, reducing single points of failure, adapting to local needs, and giving communities greater control over their own energy. But decentralization faces resistance. Many fear shared systems lack accountability and will descend into chaos. Yet ownership isn't the only path to responsibility, trust can be built differently. This is where blockchain transforms decentralized energy systems. Beyond cryptocurrencies, its core function is transparency and accountability. Acting as an unchangeable digital ledger, visible to all but unalterable, it records energy production, distribution, and usage in real time, ensuring fairness and trust. By embedding accountability into the system itself, blockchain removes the need for a central authority, enabling a system where responsibility is shared rather than concentrated. This shift is especially crucial for coastal areas in Southeast Asia, where centralized energy systems prioritize industrial hubs and urban centers, leaving peripheral communities exposed. These regions not only face energy neglect but also heightened risks from storm surges and rising sea levels, making energy security even more precarious. Yet, these same coastal regions hold immense potential for energy generation. With abundant tidal resources, they are ideal for decentralized renewable systems. By bringing energy production closer to demand, coastal communities can become self-reliant, reducing dependence on distant grids while strengthening resilience against climate threats. More than energy hubs, these are beacons of another possible world, a group of seekers, dreamers, and builders drawn together, testing forms of emancipation from the grid. Scattered along Southeast Asia's coasts, they are no longer isolated islands, but a constellation. From this shared vision, DeReX is born, not just a community, but a revolution. A decentralized autonomous organization, where blockchain binds trust, where governance is no longer imposed but woven into the fabric of daily life. Here, energy is no longer controlled by the few, but exchanged freely. The grid no longer holds them captive, the tide no longer dictates their fate. And as the tide shifts, it asks nothing of you, only that you choose. Will you fight the current? Or will you rise with it? Across Southeast Asia, a new current rises, decentralized resource exchange. DeReX begins not with wires, but with water. A system built at the edge, where governments, locals, and tides negotiate power. Energy sovereignty becomes real, not as a policy, but as a practice. Every action in DeReX is traced, not to control, but to coordinate. On the blockchain, choices become structure. Vote to open a new platform, and bridges deploy across the lagoon, approve a shaded gathering space, and the commons reshapes itself before sunset arrives. There is no ruling class, only smart contracts that translate collective intent into form. The architecture is the ledger, every panel placed, every room opened, is a decision made visible. When the storm comes, they hold the grid together. Not with commands, but with care. And in the morning, the light returns, not from the capital, but from each other.